Hello everyone. So it is Tuesday, July 8th, 2025, and I've had a note here from American Blue, who is wondering if I could do a grand tableau reading on Stephen Miller. Yeah. The comment is, he is the evil whisperer and seems the most in control of Trump's actions. Yeah, I think you're probably right there. So I can't do an entire grand tableau because that means, well, it means using a grand tableau cloth and you use all the cards. And in this deck, there's 40 rather than the normal 36, so we get some extra cards. So I'll do a mini grand tableau. Well, maybe somewhere between like the mini and the full thing. The difference is that with the grand tableau, you're using the house, each one of the houses, and so you get double meanings and the positions are important. But it would take me probably at least 45 minutes to an hour to do that. And most people don't like readings that long, and I don't have the time, honestly. I absolutely love doing them for personal readings, though. So, okay, Stephen Miller. What's going on with him? Let's get the most important information as to what he's doing. Of course, I'm sure, we'll see what's in, yeah. Right, this is him with the immigrants. Secret's coming out, though. But I want to see what's going to happen to him in the future. My goodness, yeah, all of the worst cards for what he's doing. He's he's the White House Deputy Chief of Staff, so he's under Susie Wiles, but certainly has Trump's ear in the hatred department. And he also, the little dude, besides his wife working for Elon Musk, also he owns a big old stake of Planeteer stock. And you know, that whole company stands to just make millions off of Trump's immigration crackdown. Yeah. Okay, right there. All right. Okay, so oh my goodness. At the heart of the reading as to, you know, what he's doing, what he's all about. This is my card for, on one level, getting the big picture, seeing what's going on. This is his connection to foreigners, foreign people, his attitudes towards globalization. It could be a really good card if you have good cards around it and if you're a good person. But if you're not, this has to do, well, it's always about the hopes and dreams and a person's visions for the future. But with a guy like him, I'm going to clock it as an alcoholic and a drug abuser. Because how else could he stay in his own skin? I mean, you know, we're talking the reincarnation of Goebbels here, right? Joseph Goebbels. Remember the Nuremberg trials? Actually, I go over this way. Okay. Yeah. Oh, major painful loss being in his body, and there is going to be a painful loss of his big vision. And then here he is, well, this could be somebody that's going to betray him because the dishonesty, the false person card is an enemy. This could be him and his own jealousy towards Elon Musk. This could be his wife cheating on him. We'll see what other cards we get. But most of all, you know, this is a guy who's hiding who he really is. But we see it. I mean, he can't hide it. It's all on his fucking face, man. God. But he's also the liar and the deceptor, and who will possibly be betrayed. Yeah, and that's his reputation. Okay, but we see it all. He's not hiding anything. Let's see what else with the community card. That just, I mean, it's one of those cards that has to do with the people, just the people around. So this to me feels like our community of people who have lived in the United States for a long time and were even born here. The dreamers, these two cards to me bring dreamers. The dreamers are feeling betrayed. And yeah, he's with the message, the letter card here. This would bring in the documents that, like, he's the dude that tries to write up everything to make this happen. Okay. I mean, he is an attorney, I think, right? Oh, great. Yeah. And he has bad health. I don't know if this would be one of his daughters, the privileged lady, the wealthy man. This could be that it's him in his attorney role, when he's in his attorney role. But also this I think would be all the people who support him, like the Planeteer dude. I can't remember the guy's name. Oh my goodness, what is the guy's name? Alex, no, maybe. Is it Alex Harp? Is that the guy's name? I'm totally blanking on that. Anyway, okay. Let's keep going. So we've got the child. That could just be something small or something new, but it could also be children. Yeah, he doesn't care. This is the kind of person where he doesn't care, and there could be secrets that come out about him in, like, child labor laws, things like that. Wow. Okay. I think I should just get all the cards laid out because they really do work off of each other. Okay, now here he is. He's down at the bottom of the spread and has all this weighing down on him. This is not a powerful position. Let's keep going. Here's his wife. And I would say probably, his children. Don't they have a few kids, I think? I don't know. The guy just gives me the creeps so badly. I don't check into him much. So, okay. Yeah, here we go. Oh, right. Yeah, she's got the restriction on him. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look good when it comes to their, you know what? Let's get a little bit more. It doesn't look good when it comes to their relationship. Because they're really far apart. All of this is in between them. And she's up top. She has control over him. It always works out that way. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Trying to get things straight on my table, but my camera's a little crooked, and if I change it, it's gonna mess everything up. Okay, now I think I can do it. Let's try. It's gonna be a little tricky, but it's okay. Maybe I can do like this. There we go. If anything gets cut off, it's all right. I'll tell you the meanings, of course, anyway. All right. So now we have more people cards as well. So, okay, let's stick with the heart of the matter here first. So the most important thing about him is to, like I said, he's got this big vision. It's going to create a painful loss in his life and in other people's lives, and especially our immigrant community. And further immigration, and what he wants to do with, ICE, what he's doing. He's like the chief dude that, well, there's Kristi Noem as well. But remember, he's the one that wanted to take away habeas corpus, which is, telling a person why they're being arrested. And we know he's in charge of bringing all these people together. Maybe that's another reason why the community card is here. Because, yeah. So this is him down here looking towards other attorneys and people who can help him with the laws. And the laws have to do with, so knighting these cards together, 2 up and 1 over, or you can go 2 over and 1 up. So, but anyway, he is looking at legal, the legal recourse and getting that information in order to, oh my God. You know what this guy's going for? He's really going for slave labor. He's really going for slave labor. But that's hanging, so this is karma that's hanging over him that in the future will cause him major problems. But when you add up all the cards that relate to even like human trafficking and prisons and slavery and all of that, we always have this toil and labor card, this poverty card. This is literally like stealing people. Look how it's knighting to him. And on another level, he has an extreme poverty consciousness. He doesn't believe in love and life and growth and anything positive. It's all about money and control for him. Oh my goodness. But anyway, so this card, distant horizons, toil and labor, poverty, always appear, and oftentimes the imprisonment card often appear with, or these three always appear when it comes to human trafficking and the transnational money laundering crime syndicate. To quote Sarah Kensingdor, she's the one that came up with that term years ago. So, okay, so here he is again. What's weighing down on him is the fact that his brain it doesn't work well. This is a person who's extremely ignorant and insecure and pessimistic. And he has obsessive compulsive disorders around needing to control things. Of course, that's what OCD is. But whether or not it's coming from trauma, I don't really fucking care. I know that this guy is a reincarnation of Joseph Goebbels, or Goebbels, whatever you call him. You spell it like Goebbels, but it's Goebbels. So, yeah, this is his karma, his karmic past, and so he's still working in the wrong. This lifetime, even his whole family hates him, the rest of his family. I don't know about his wife and kids, but his other family, they can't stand him. And what I'm seeing here is this just a complete reincarnation of coming in and working on the wrong side for humanity, for the people. He doesn't care about stealing people, stealing children. He thinks that he could just take that. If I go with the 4 corners here, again, he feels helpless, hopeless. With timing, it's possible that, I feel like this has more to do with just him constantly surveilling to steal people. He's always surveilling and then meeting with other people to see how they could just get children, the gift of children. Like these 2 cards, if you have these 2 in a spread and you're reading on someone and they're wanting to get pregnant and these 2 either knight or are close together, it's like, yeah. But for him, it's about stealing the kids. And doesn't have to be pregnancy, it's just, children. And he's basically married to this kind of darkness. right? From his past life. So, yeah, because he came here pointed this way, I have to look at this side as being the future, rather than normally I look at the right side as being the future, but I can't with the way his card came through. So, this is the past. This is what he's been doing, a part of the transnational money laundering crime syndicate, and he's just the perfect person for Trump just can give him the keys to try and make everything happen for him. So he really is doing a whole lot more than just a normal White House deputy chief of staff. Now, and everything I said about the lies, the cheating, all the stealing, he's doing more than his role. His reputation is really terrible, but he's the one. He's acting as if, well, he's kind of hidden. But then again, when everything falls apart, it's not going to be Trump that gets it, because he's gonna just croak. But yeah, when the dirt nap comes for Trump, it's all gonna fall down onto him, onto Stephen Miller. Or no, let's call him Steve. He doesn't like being called Steve. He likes being called Stephen. I bet we could come up with some better names. Anyway, so these cards are sneaking up behind him. This would be a woman who has held confidence for him and his family. Could be his mother-in-law because of the marriage card here. But what he's looking forward to, of course, is just whatever he can do legally. And he's always looking for... This is super sick. A lie down, a quickie with a younger woman, and younger women that seem to have money. He'll always, be going for that. He's not faithful to his wife. He's a cheater. Who would want to be with him? Ugh. But he obsesses over that. And he's also looking forward to I don't know if he'd go to therapy with his wife. I mean, she's up here knighting to this, to the adjudication card. I put the little A there because I don't know why they left it out. Adjudication isn't a real word. I don't even know if it was in the 17th century when this card or this deck was supposed to be created from. But anyway, that's a whole squirrel moment there. But this card here is usually, it can also be like the advisor type of a card. It can be a judge, it can be a doctor, it can be a teacher, it can be anybody investigating, it can be a therapist, it could be an IRS agent. It's someone who decides something on your behalf and you don't have any control over. Could also just be a complaint. But his wife is knighting to this card, and she has evidence and legal papers. And this, like, what she's looking forward to is a divorce. She wants to start over. She wants the legality of a divorce from him. See this angle here? She wants a whole new life. And she's looking forward to that, but I don't know. If she's working for Elon Musk, he's no better, right? So she's deluded there, but whatever. And maybe she just wants a divorce, but she's not going to get one. I don't know. But then again, she's up here in the top, and she's looking to she's gonna like risk it to get the biscuit probably with this card here, because she knows something about what he's been doing with whoever this is. Interesting. Okay. She has secrets that could lock him up. She is feeling restricted herself, but at least she's in control. She has something she could give in evidence in order to, and give it to a legal person. This could be an attorney of hers that gives it to him. Like you see the traveling here of the movement of the cards. Dude, you're not going to be happy. She has a subpoena or a divorce, a filing for divorce. She's been meeting to have this, whatever it is, to bring it through. Maybe she's pregnant. There's that possibility. Because here's the pregnancy card and then here's the child card in her future. If it's not a child and it's not pregnancy, then the other option that we would have with these cards is to be, like I said, a new beginning, to have a new perspective, new job, or a new phase in life. Could even be to get a pet, But she ain't looking at him. She's looking down at him. She's got something else going on, and it has to do with more money and probably being around smarter people than she's ever been hanging out with this guy. And maybe, it's very possible that she doesn't agree and doesn't have the same perspective on immigrants that he does. This is so interesting. So she has secrets. We have secrets here. This could be her mother, or this could even be his mother. But she has secrets that she's been holding down and she could give. And it has to do with money, and it has to do with his reputation, and it would be the big old subpoena, or just the actual evidence. This could be her with new evidence, and for him it's like ruh-roh, because he's looking forward to all of these cards, remember, and everything except for these two cards. Oh, so I have 27 cards here? So 25 cards, well, let's say 24 because he would be the third card, but 24 cards, 24 things weighing down on his little skinny, scrawny shoulders. And he's looking forward to, all of this, like, ruh-roh, what's in this document? It's whatever it is, it's evidence. This could also be videos, too. And something that puts him in a very terrible place. The coffin card in this deck is really, when they invented the deck, it's really called fatality. Or just ending and loss. When it comes to timing, it could be winter or nighttime, just any time. It could also be an evidence on a server, on a big server, a lot of evidence. Well, it could even be a small amount of evidence, but on a server that's hidden from him. But bottom line, because this is on the angle hanging over him, as well as these two cards, there's going to be a gift given to him, and he's not going to like it. And it has to do with him stealing people and not caring at all. And then with with this angle here, this is a lot of people who want him to be done. They want him to. They want